It's de rigueur, above average is average, go figure. Is it some modern miracle of calculus, that such frequent miracles don't render each one miraculous?
My mom says I'm a miracle, but I get my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day Dr. Chuck be a miracle report, it's been clear there's no peer for a miracle like me. My husband says I'm a precious ballerina. She had never seen a prettier ballerina. She's a volcano, has the sky down on the cream. But I'm a ballerina, so give me more cake.
Take another picture of our angel from this angle over here.
She is clearly more emotionally developed than her peers. What's her fear? Oh, honey, look at mommy.
Open honey on your brother.
Call for mommy, slap her mother.
I think she's legal.
Take another.
Have you seen his school report? He got a C on his report.
What?
To take his scores, teacher's clearly falling short.
He's just delightful and insightful.
Might she be a little brighter than her class?
Yes, she's definitely advanced. Doctor. And this time, I have a secret weapon. Rudolfo! He's part Italian, you know. Very supple. Has incredible upper body strength. I think we should have a talk. So, what is it? What's wrong with me?
Mrs. Wormwood, do you really have no idea?
Gas?
Mrs. Wormwood, I want you to think very carefully. What do you think might be the cause of this?
Look! Am I fat?
Mrs. Wormwood, you're pregnant!
What?
You're going to have a baby!
I've got a baby! I don't want another one.
You're 9 months pregnant.
Oh my good lord. What about the biannual International Amateur Salsa and Ballroom Dancing Championship?
A baby, Mrs. Wormwood, a child! The most precious gift this natural world can bestow upon us has been handed to you. A brand new human being, of life, a person, a wonderful new person is about to come into your life to bring love and magic and happiness and wonder.
Oh, buddy!
Every life I bring into restores my faith in humankind.
I'll push you in a minute!
Each newborn life a canvas, yet I'm painted. There's still a broken skin, this uncorrupted mind. Every life is unlikely. The chances of existence almost infinitely small. The most common thing in life is life. And yet every single one it's a miracle.
Where is he? Where's my son?
Mr. Wormwood, are you smoking a cigarette?
What? Oh, I'm sorry, doctor. This calls for a proper smoke. Oh my good lord, he is an ugly little thing.
This is one of the most beautiful children I have ever seen.
Oh my good lord, where's his,
His what?
his thingy, his whatchamacallit, his doodah. What have you done with his,
This child does not have a...
what? A boy with no, stupid woman, this boy's got no,
Mr. Wormwood, this child is a girl, a beautiful, beautiful little girl.
For the biannual Instant Championship Amateur Sausage.
Competition's finished, you missed it. I don't suppose we could exchange it for a boy, could we?
This is the worst day of my life. Oh, my undercarriage doesn't feel quite normal. I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ, that kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart-mouthed girl like me. Mom says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Are they good runners? Well, let's put it this way. You wouldn't beat them in a race. Oh, yes, sir. They are good runners, sir. And how much exactly?
Hey! Look at this! She's reading a book! Oh, that's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
Oh, and she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry! Stories! Who wants stories? I mean, it's not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
Let me call you right back. Would you just shut up? I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal in my life here, and I have to listen to this. It's your fault you spent us in trouble and expect me to get us out of it. What am I, your flaming escapologist?
Escapologist, he says. Well, what am I then? I've got the whole house to look after. Dentists don't microwave themselves, you know. If you're an escapologist, I must be an acrobat to balance that lot. The world's greatest acrobat. Well, I'm off to bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening. You horrid little man.
But I'm gonna make us rich.
Rich? How rich?
Very rich. Russian businessmen, very, very stupid. Your genius husband is gonna sell them 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
That's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair, listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair doesn't get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is thank heavens Michael inherited his old man's brains. Eh, son?
Michael. Well, I shall take the money when you get it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you treated me tonight.
This is all your fault, your stupid books and your stupid reading.
What? But I didn't do anything. That's not right.
Right. Well, I'll tell you right. You're up to school in a few days' times, and you'll be getting right there. Oh no, I know your mistress Agatha Trunchbull. And I told her about you little smarty pants ideas. Great big, strong, scary woman she is. She used to be in the Olympics throwing the hammer. I wonder what she's gonna do with a slimy, squeaky little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Get in there, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet, 'twas written in their stars before they even met. That love and fate and the touch of stupidity would rob them of their hope of living happily. The endings were often a little bit gory. A get on top of you. You might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong, keep out of reach of children. Oil of violets hair tonic for men. Yup. The slip of a book is a tiny ripple. The seed of a roar in the creak of the floor. A story can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest night packs the mightiest sting every day. Starts with the tick of the clock, all escapes. Starts with the click of a lock. You're stuck in your story and want to get out. You don't have to cry, you don't have to shout, cause if you're little you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, you won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is going to put it right for me. Nobody but me is going to change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Let me tell you something, son. In business, a man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means good brains. Now, the secret to my success is... Secrets. Yes. Yes, secrets. The secret to my success is... Oil of Violets hair tonic for men. Stand back, son. Your old man's going to work. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, yeah. That's where it is, all right. That's the man right there. See, son, a man in business simply will not fail to get noticed when he looks like this.
Secrets. Your hair, it's green.
Good Lord, woman, you started already. It's not even... My hair's green!
Oh, what you want to go and do that for? Why do you want green hair?
I don't want green hair. I didn't do anything.
Maybe you used mommy's peroxide by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man.
Oh, my lovely hair. Oh, my good Lord. I've got a deal today. The Russians, what am I going to do?
I know what you can do.
What can I do?
You could pretend you're an elf.
Yes, I could pretend I'm a... Oh, what are you talking about, you fool? The boy's a loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story?
Oh, no, don't be disgusting. Oh, go on, creep back to that library rooms or something. Assuming you're locked out, the best.
Here in the library again, are we?
Yes, well, my mom wanted me to stay at home with her. She hates it when I go out. She misses me so much. Dad, too. He loves having me around. But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Oh, your parents must be so proud to have a daughter as clever as you. Oh, and do you tell them lots of stories like you do with me? I love your stories, Matilda. As I was saying, Matilda, I'm not hinting or anything, but if you did happen to have a story you wanted to tell me, I mean, I could.
What's that lady?
That lady? That was Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher.
That lady's mine.
Yes, your teacher. Now look, are you going to tell me a story or not?
Once upon a time.
Oh.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist who could escape from any rock that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled it seemed as if she could actually fly, fell in love, and got married. They performed some of the most incredible feats together anyone has ever seen, and people would come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts, but not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for each other, which was so deep that it was said that cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house on the edge of town, and in the evenings they would walk and take the air. And each night, the children of the town would wait in anticipation, hoping for a glimpse of the shiny white scarf that the acrobat always wore, for then they knew they had only to cry, "Tricks, tricks," and the great performer would instantly operate the most spectacular show just for them. But although they loved each other, although they were famous and everyone loved them, they were sad.
We have everything.
We have everything that the world has to offer, said the one. But we do not have the one thing in the world that we want most.
The one thing.
We do not have a child. Patience, my love, the husband replied. Time is on our side. Even time loves us.
Oh, Matilda.
But time is the one thing no one is master of. And as time passed, they grew quite old, and still they had no child. At night, they listened to the silence of their big empty house, and imagined how beautiful it would be if it was filled with the sounds of a child playing.
Oh, Matilda, this is very sad.
Do you want me to stop?
Don't you dare.
Their sadness overwhelmed them and drew them on to ever more dangerous feats as the world became the only place they could escape the inescapable tragedy of their lives. And so it was they decided to perform the most dangerous feat that was ever known to man. It is cold, said the husband, announcing the event to the world's press, who had gathered to listen with bated breath.
The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects caught by the man locked in a cage. And it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is our destiny, said his wife, smiling sadly and slipping her hand into his. It is where the loneliness of life has led us.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Yet, I'll tell you tomorrow.
What? But isn't there more? I mean, just a little bit. Isn't there a little bit more? I suppose your mother will be waiting for you. Oh, is she here? I would love to meet her. Maybe I
Goodbye,
could
Mrs. Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
after your first day of school.
My mommy says I'm a miracle.
My daddy says school. Now, do any of you know any of your 2 times tables? Oh, Matilda, isn't it? Please stand and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 2 is 18, 10 times 2 is 20, 11 times 2 is 22, 12 times 2 is 24.
Wow, my word, that is very
13
good.
times 2 is 26, 14 times 2 is 28, 15 times 2 is 30, 16 times 2 is...
Stop, good heavens. How far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Oh, okay. Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
50. Well, yes, that's very... How about this? Now, this is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it, but 2 times 487. If you took your time, do you think you could...
974.
12 sevens.
84.
Let's leave maths for the time being and look at reading. Can anyone read this?
Me, please, me.
Please. Nigel? Yes, I think we'd better leave it there, Nigel. We don't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Oh, Lavender?
Is the first word tomato?
No. But tomato is a very good word.
Yes!
Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words.
Yes, well, I needed to learn to read words so that I could read sentences, because basically a sentence is just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book yourself, Matilda?
Oh yes, more than one. I love books. Last week I read quite a few.
A few? In a week? Oh, my, that is very good. What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, The Lord of the Rings, The Invisible Man, The Secret Garden, Crime and Punishment, and The Cat in the Hat.
Knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. There's nothing to fear. You're being pathetic. It's just a door. You've seen one before. Just knock on the door. Is he trying to hide? Silly. Standing outside the principal's office. Like a little girl. It's just pathetic. Okay. Look at you hesitating, hand shaking. You should be embarrassed. You're not a little girl. It's just pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. What are you waiting for? Just knock on the door. Perhaps I will wait. She's probably having a meeting or something and won't want to be interrupted. If anything, caution in these situations. It's sensible. One should avoid confrontation where possible. I'll come back later then. But this little girl, this miracle. Knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Enter.
Don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Yes, Mr. Trunchbull, there's in my class, that is, there is a little girl called Matilda Wormwood, and
daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood. Excellent man. He told me to watch out for that brat though. Says she's a real wart.
Oh no, headmistress, I don't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bambinatum est magitum.
Bambinatum est magitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you very much for suggesting it.
No, but I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense. Haven't I just told you that she is a gangster?
But she knows her times tables.
So she's learned a few tricks.
But she can read.
So can I.
I have to tell you, headmistress, that in my opinion, this little girl should be placed in the top form with the 11-year-olds.
What? But she is a squib, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We cannot just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules? Honey, rules.
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception. To the rules? In my school? Look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam in the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer-throwing champion? 1969? Do you think in that moment when my big moment came that I treated the rules with casual disdain? Well, as I stepped up to the circle, did I change my plan? What? As I chopped up my palms, did I wave my hands? I did not. As I started my spin, did I look at the view? Did I drift off and dream for a minute or two? Do you think I faltered or amended my rotation? Do you think I altered my intended elevation? When the hammer took off, did I change my gut from the gut I had practiced for many a month? Not a dot, did I stray from the plot? Not a detail of my throw was adjusted or forgotten. Not even when the hammer left my hands and sailed high up above the sands. Did I let myself go? No. No. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. If you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children! 2, 3, 4. From your diaphragms. And if you want to team success, you don't use sip of your tenderness. You have to force a little squint to the line. Sing, Jenny! Hey, hey, ho! I apply just one simple rule to a hammer-throwing life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find that valley line and tow it. And always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out.
I must tell you, headmistress, that it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
slimy. Great big question asking. How dare they talk to me like that? Who do they think they are? Filthy, stinking Russians.
Oh, don't tell me. Oh, we're not rich.
It's the mileage. They took one look at the mileage in the first car and said they were knackered. And I told them the reason the mileage was so high was a manufacturing mistake.
Is that true?
Of course it's not true.
So you lied?
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you?
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair.
I've got hair.
What's this? Another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
Oh, she's got no respect, that one. It's all books and stories.
No, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should
Lovely?
read it. I'm sure you...
Well, here's what I think of your little lovely.
No, it's a library book. It's from the library.
Show the little brat.
Off to bed, you little stinkworm.
Do we have any super glue?
Yeah, in the cupboard. While you're at it, why don't you stick your stupid book to your stupid face?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, and nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You must let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay. That's not right.
Got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Can I ask you a question? Do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, they gotta hurt all squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fixed.
Right. Well, I better stick around just in case. If they start to squeeze out through your ears, you're gonna need help. I'm Lavender, and I think it's best if we be best friends.
Help me! Someone sneaked out behind me! Someone poured a bottle of treacle into the Trunchbull's chair! Someone told her I did it, but I never! And now she's after me!
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You're done, kid. Finished.
Once Agatha Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you're squished.
Yesterday, she caught Julius Waltwinkle eating licorice all sort during science class. She just picked him up, swung him around, and threw him out the window.
Don't listen to them. That didn't really happen. They're just trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda, they say she's going to put me in chokey.
What's Choky?
They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. They say she's lined it with nails, spikes, and bits of broken glass. There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit
suppurating spleen. Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under those coats. Where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh yes, you see. Unfortunately, Nigel suffers from the rare but chronic sleep disorder, narcolepsy. The condition is characterized by the sufferer experiencing bouts of chronic fatigue and falling suddenly asleep, often without knowing or any warning at all. You see, he fell asleep and we put him in the coats for safety. Didn't we? Didn't we?
Narcolepsy.
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Good morning, Mom. Is it time for school yet? Whoa, this is not my bedroom. Hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Thripp.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails!
But my mommy likes them. She thinks they make me look pretty.
Then your mother is a twit! You? What is your name?
Matilda. Matilda Wormwood.
Oh. So you're Wormwood, are you? I might have known. Well, Wormwood, you have just made a very, very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Yes, sir. Brand new stock, sir. Completely different cars. Green hair? Yes, it was National Green Hair Day. In celebration of all the wonderful green things in life, like lettuce and snot. Tomorrow one, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Da-da-da-da. Now that is how you do it. What the? I'm gonna leave it on. Looks like rain.
Who is it?
Oh, yes, it's Miss Honey.
Been busy right now.
It will only take a moment.
Oh, well, come in if you must. This is Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ciao.
Parla italiano? Oh, bene, ciao, Rodolfo. Piacere. E come stai?
What? Who is this? You know what interruptions do to my energy flow.
What do you want, Miss Chutney? Miss Honey. Well, as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Stop her reading then!
Lord knows we've
I
tried.
am in the zone. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this!
I'm not in favor of girls getting on clever pants, Miss Hussey. A girl should think about makeup and hair dye. Looks are more important than books. Now look at you. Look at me. You chose books.
I chose looks. I beg your pardon?
I am on fire here! Please!
But Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Her mind is incredible.
Mine? Or mine? You really don't know anything, do you? Somewhere along the way, my dear, you've made an awful error. You oughtn't blame yourself now. Come along. You seem to think that people like people that are clever. Oh, it's very quaint, it's very sweet, but wrong. People don't like smarty pants what go around. Boy, that's enough stuff we don't know. Isn't it? What you know matters less than the volume with which what you don't know's expressed. Content has never been less important, so you have got to be love. You gotta learn to stand up and see out from the ground. A little less fun, a lot more feel. A little less fun, a lot more feel. A little less rain, a lot more hair. A little less hair, a lot more derriere. Your touch, well, you gotta like go hide it under a bushel. No one's gonna look at you, don't stand low. No one's gonna listen if you don't shout. No one's gonna care if you don't care. You're gonna put some highlights in your hair, 'cause you gotta highlight who you are. Even if one's not a lot, you gotta be low. You gotta give me some original time. It'll make me cry. A little less, a lot more sing, a little less, a lot more flying, a little less stressing like normal, a little less I'm not surprised. You don't. No one's gonna tell you to wake your mother.
No one's gonna love you if you don't know the rough.
Everybody loves a little something exotic.
I'm learning a language you don't really talk.
It doesn't really matter if you don't know much.
So long as you know it with the volume up.
The less you have to sell, the harder you sell. The less you have to say, the louder you go. The dumber the act, the bigger the confessional that you have to show. The louder you go, you gotta get up. You gotta get up and be
Your judges, come here, you!
family. You are going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher. Just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic but lonely, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so the great day arrived. It was like the entire world had gathered to see the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharps and spiky objects cut by the man locked in the cage. Everything was arranged by the acrobat's sister, a frightening woman who used to be an Olympic class hammer and who loved nothing better than to scare the children of the town. People whispered that in her dark and brooding heart she resented her sister, both her success and her love. Suddenly, out came the escapologist, dressed as usual in his tights and spangly costume. But there was no sign of the acrobat, and no glimpse at all of her shiny white scarf. And instead of the musical fanfare, there was silence as he solemnly strode into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharps and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage has been cancelled.
No.
Yes, the audience gasped so loud that a passing airplane caught it on its instrumentation and reported it as an atmospheric phenomenon.
Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
Oh, Matilda! Absolute silence. You could have heard a fly burp. But suddenly, the audience jumped to its feet and roared in appreciation. The great feat was instantly forgotten, and the applause went on for nearly an hour.
So it has a happy ending.
Forgotten by everyone, except, that is, the acrobat's sister. When all had quieted down, she stepped forward and produced a contract.
A contract?
A contract you have signed to perform this feat, and perform this feat you shall. I have paid for the posters, publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. If I give the crowd their money back, where is my profit? A contract is a contract is a contract. My hands are tied. The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in in her hand. Overshot and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage will be performed and performed this day on. Off to prison you both shall go.
No, no! Well, what happened next?
I don't know.
I'll tell you tomorrow. But I don't know if my nerves will make it until tomorrow.
Mrs. Phelps, are you crying? Maybe I shouldn't tell you anymore.
No, Matilda, we must find out how it ends. And I'm not crying because it's sad. It's just that they wanted that child so very much. It must be so wonderful for a child to be so wanted.
Yes, wonderful. Goodbye, Mrs. Phelps.
Matilda, could I speak to you, please? I'm afraid I have not been too successful in getting the others to recognize your abilities. So, starting tomorrow, I shall bring a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my very best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda, that is the biggest hug in the world. You're going to hug all the air out of me.
Matilda, Matilda, where's Matilda?
It's Miss Trunchbull.
Aha. So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This clot, this foul carbuncle, is none other than a disgusting criminal, a denizen of the underworld, a member of the mafia. This morning, you sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for the little spitball, are we? Well, this crime took place before school started this morning. Therefore, she is guilty!
Okay, look, all right, I sold the cake. And honestly, I was feeling sort of, definitely, almost thinking about running out. Maybe. But the thing was, I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. You see, the Trunchbull's cake was so good that I scoffed it down too quick. And then, it was beginning to bite back. Oops. See?
I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything.
You are guilty because you are a fiend. You are a crook. You are a thief. And I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall consign you to the seventh circle of Hades, child. You shall be destroyed.
It was the biggest bird I had ever done. It was the biggest bird I had ever heard. It was the biggest bird I had ever heard about. It was like the entire world went silent for that bird to exist. As a huge cloud of chocolate gas wafted from her mouth and drifted across the class, past Lavender, past Alice, past Matilda, and then my great big beautiful chocolatey bird, which now seemed to have a mind of its own, wafted full into the base of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter.
Yes, miss?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. I'm very sorry.
No. As long as you enjoyed the cake, that is the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bogtrotter it is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Marvelous. That makes me so happy. It gives me such a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Have you lost your appetite?
Yes, I'm full.
Oh no, you are not full. I will tell you when you're full, and I say that criminals like you are not full until they have eaten the entire cake.
But!
No but! You haven't got time for but to eat.
But I can't eat it all. Mistress, he'll be sick.
He should have thought of that before he made a pact with Satan and decided to steal my cake. Eat.
He can't.
Eat. You surely can. Eat.
He might explode.
Eat.
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can't. He surely can't. You are the man, Bruce. He might explode. He's quite elastic. He's going to run, make him stop. He's fantastic. Look at him go. I cannot take an effect. This must confirm, Bruce, what we all suspected. You haven't learned, Bruce, or maybe you're honest. It's like the TARDIS, considerably roomier inside. You can't, surely can't, you surely can't. You are the man. R-O-O-C-E, Bruce. You'll never get something to abuse. We are meant to lose. You're all the truth, Bruce. Never told you are tightening the noose. We never thought it was possible, but here it is coming true. We can have our cake and eat it too. The time is coming, put that totally come to use. No excuse, Bruce. And after all, I think you'll want your trousers loose. Oh, stuff it in, Bruce. You're almost finished, but fade it in. Whatever you do, just don't give in. Don't let her win. Come on, Bruce, we are heroes. Cover yourself in chocolate glory.
Too much. It's just too much.
Come on, Bruce, do it.
Silence!
Never get something to abuse. We are meant to lose. All the truth. Whether I know what we think of the truth. We never thought it was possible. And here it is coming true. We can have our cake and eat it.
Sorry, Mistress. I got carried away.
Oh, that's all right, Jen. We all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Well done, Bogtrotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bogtrotter.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention? That was only the first part of the punishment. There's more. The second part. And the second part is choking! Yes, Miss Trunchbull, please. You can. Did you really think that I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? A fool? You?
But that's not right!
I'm laughing, by the way. Matilda's best friend. There's a bit coming up that's all about me. Well, not exactly about me, but I play a big part in it. But I don't want to say what happens because I don't want to ruin it for you. Alright, look. What I do is I volunteer to give Trunchbull a jug of water, and then... No, I don't want to say anymore because I don't want to ruin it for you. Well, on the way back, I find a new is like a really ugly lizard that lives in water. So I pick it up, and no, I don't want to say anymore. I'm gonna put the new into Trunchbull's jug. It's gonna be brilliant.
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up.
And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day. On the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And I will wake up
When the sun comes up and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care 'cause I'll be all grown up.
you enjoying school?
Oh yes, it's a bit. Anyway, Mrs. Phelps, where's the revenge section?
What? The library doesn't have a revenge section.
Oh, why? Is there a child at school who's behaving like a bully?
Oh no, not a child exactly.
Oh, Matilda, are you sure that something's
Do you
going
want
on?
to hear the next part of the story?
Story? Did you say sorry? Did you say sorry? What are we waiting for?
Slowly, very slow, the acrobat wound her shiny white scarf around her husband's neck. "For luck, my love," she said, kissing him with the gentlest of kisses. "Smile, we have done this 1,000 times." But suddenly, she hugged him with the biggest hug in the world, so hard that he felt that she had hung all the air out of him. And so they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat that had ever been performed. The great escapologist had to escape from the cage, lean out, catch his wife with one hand, grab a fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flames on their specially designed dress within 12 seconds before they reached dynamite and blew his wife's head off!
Sorry, go on.
The trick started well. The moment the specially designed dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air. As she hurled over the sharks and spiky objects. 1 second, 2 seconds, they watched as the flames swept up the dress. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, she began to reach out her arms toward the cage. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Suddenly, the padlock pinged open and the huge chains fell away. 7 seconds, 8 seconds, the door flung open and the escapologist reached out with huge muscle arm to catch his wife and the child. 9 seconds, 10 seconds, I can't look. 11 seconds, and he grabbed her hand and suddenly the flames were covered in foam as if it both be blown to pieces.
Oh, hooray! So the story does have a happy ending after all.
No.
No?
No, maybe it was the fault of their child. Maybe it was nerves, but the escapologist used just a touch too much foam. And suddenly, the hands became slippy and she fell.
Was she okay? Did she survive?
She broke every single bone in her body, except the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She did manage to live long enough to have their child, but the effort was too great. Love her little girl, she said. Love her daughter with all your heart. She's all we ever wanted.
Love our girl with everything. She is everything.
And then she died. And then things got worse.
What? Oh no, Matilda, not worse. They can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did, because the escapologist was so kind that he never, for 1 second, blamed the evil sister for what happened. In fact, he asked her to move in and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, making her wash and iron and cook and clean and beating her if she did a thing wrong, but always in secret, so that the escapologist never suspected a thing. And so the poor little girl grew up with the meanest, cruelest, horriblest thing you could possibly imagine!
Let's call the police.
Mrs. Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, yes, of course. You're so smart, Matilda. I mean,
so clever, I'm so clever, I'm so very, very clever. I'm so flaming clever. What a clever filler I am. Oh yeah! Come here, you.
No, stop that! There's only one man I dance with.
Everyone gather on. I want my entire family to share in my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
155 knackered old beggars on my hands, all polished up with the mileage on the clock telling the truth that each one was knackered. How could I make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well each drive each one backwards, could I?
Backwards?
That's when I had the most genius idea in the world. I ran to the workshop, grabbed a drill, and using my incredible mind, I attached the drill to the first speedometer of the first car, turned it on, and whacked it in reverse.
Backwards.
Yes, backwards exactly. A drill's motor rolls backwards thousands of times per second. In a few short minutes, I reduced the mileage on that first old rust bucket to practically nothing. And I did it to every single car.
Backwards.
Clever.
Now stop talking there. There's a good boy.
10 minutes later, Russians show up. Great big nasty face apes. Expensive suits, dark sunglasses. I don't know who they thought they were.
Oh, Russians are nocturnal. I saw that on a program last night.
That was badgers. It was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Oh, fantastic! Oh, now I can afford Rodolfo all day long.
But you've cheated them. They trusted you, and you've cheated them.
What's the matter with you? What have we ever done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? Go down to that library of yours and tell old Beg to never let you in again.
What? No, please don't.
Yeah, and if she does, I'll have her fired. Never read another stinking book as long as you live. I'll put an end to these stories, young man. Now, get in there, you nasty little creep!
At night, the escapologist's daughter cried herself asleep, alone in her room. She never said a single word about the evil aunt's bullying, so she suffered in silence. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded.
You are a useless, filthy, nasty little creep!
And she beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out. But that day, the escapologist happened to come home early, and when he heard the sounds of his daughter's tears, he smashed the door open!
Don't cry! I am here, little girl. Please don't cry. Dry your eyes, wipe away your tears. Little girl, forgive me. I didn't mean to desert you. Don't cry, little girl. Nothing can hurt you. You've nothing to fear. I'm here.
Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I've forgotten the one thing that matters was most? I love you so much, my daughter. I shall spend the rest of my life making up to you. We shall be together
Don't cry, Daddy. I'm alright, Daddy. Please don't cry here. Let me wipe away your tears.
Forgive me.
Daddy, forgive me.
I didn't mean to deceive you.
I didn't want to upset you. Please, Daddy, don't cry. I'll be alright. But by my side, I have nothing to fear. You're When the little girl fell asleep, the escapade stopped. Turned to the acrobat sister, and all that rage grew inside his great heart. This demon, this villain, this monster! She has sullied the memory of my wife, betrayed the trust of her own sister. She has shown cruelty to the most precious reality of my marriage. Only children to the king. She, with this creature, thinks she can do, when the wrath of a grown man stands before her. But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father, because he never came home ever again.
Oh, Matilda, I got you those books we spoke about. Hey,
What are you doing with those books, woman?
they're for Matilda.
Oh no, they are not. Not on my watch. There is an age for reading, and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads. Aren't you, Bogtrottle?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bogtrottle here is now a good toad. Sit. It has become clear to me, Miss Honey, that you have no idea what you are doing. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Please understand, Miss Honey, that when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where's my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you. Flabby. Disgusting. Revolting. Revolting, I say. I think that it is time that we toughened you all up. With a bit of phys ed. This school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggot, when I'm speaking! Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. And you may bet your britches this headmistress finds this fallidiferousness wholly olfactorily insulting. And so To stop the stench's spread, I find a session of phys ed. Salts the melee rank from the revolting. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and phys ed will get you sweaty. And it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of phys ed will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Toad, just like a rotten egg, floats to the top of a bucket of water. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, of resistance, the pump of dissent, the funk of mutiny in action. Before a weed becomes too big and greedy, you really need to nip it in the bud. Position 2. Before the worm starts to turn, you must scrape off the dirt and rip it from the mud. A whiff of sediment, the scent of intent, the reek of prepubescent protest, the pung of defiance, the odor of coup, the waft of anarchy in progress. Once we've exercised these demons, they shall be too pooped for scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. Alright, that's 7 up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline for children who aren't listening, for making to our fidgeting or whispering in history. The chattering and chittering, the nattering and twittering is tempered with a smattering of discipline. We must begin insisting on rigidity and discipline, persistently resisting this anarchistic misery. These minutes you are frittering on pandering and pittering. With little ones like this, they just want discipline. The simpering and pimpering, the dribbling and spindling, the this I need to kiss you. It's an issue we can fix. There is a mystery to mastering the art of craft and mistreating. Discipline, discipline. The smell of rebellion, the scent of revolt, the reek of prepubescent coffee, the whip of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of moral fiber rotting. Imagine a world with no children. Close your eyes and just dream. Imagine, come on, try it. The peace and the quiet, a bubbling stream. Now imagine a woods with a cottage, and inside that cottage we find a parrot called Zeke, a carnival freak who can fold paper hats with his mind, and he says, don't let them steal your horses. Don't let them take them away. No. If you find your way through, they'll be waiting for you, singing, Ned! Ned! Aha! And there, just like I said, the stinking maggot rears his head. Even the piteous mess can harbor seeds of stinkiness. Have you ever seen anything more repellent? Have you ever smelled anything worse than that smell of rebellion? The reek of insubordination, the whip of resistance, of all of them stands. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion all is quashed, till glorious sweating discipline has won. This sickening stench. Oh, apathetic. You are wet. You are weak. You are, in fact, a sniveling little newt. Is a newt.
Stop, please.
What's that like? Stop. When we're only just getting started.
No. Please, don't hold his ears off.
I have discovered, Miss Honey, through many years of experimentation, that the ears of small boys do not come off. They stretch. In fact, I think I can feel these stretching now.
Stop. Please. Leave him alone. Big fat bully.
How dare you? You are not fit to be in this school, madam. You ought to be in prison. In the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you reared up strapped to a trolley with a molehill over your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall dissect you, madam.
Have you ever wondered, well I have, about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. Now if we are traveling at almost the speed of light and we're holding the light, that light would still travel away from us at the full speed of light, which seems right in a way. But I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind are bitten, these stories delivered to me for hidden. When everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud, and I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mom, and they tell me, and stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light. It's burning inside me, but usually fade. But it isn't today, and the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet. Like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet. And I am warm, like I said, into the eye of the storm.
Miss what collection of excuses and children, and you, madam, standing there like the switch of switch. Are you really mine? You are the axis of evil. You are the nexus of necrosis. You are the beating heart of all that is unholy in this land. A black hole from which no light, no strength, no discipline can escape. But I am a match for you, madam. In me, you have met the Avenger, the spirit of all that is right, and I tell you there is nothing I shall not do. No length I shall not go. No punishment I shall not inflict. No ear I shall not stretch. No finger I shall not snap back in order to defeat you. Yes, I do. Oh, no, what is that? Oh, it's heading north. No, there's a new.
I think we'd all better go home while we still can.
Matilda?
What?
Matilda, I think it'd be wise to go before she...
Watch, please. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
How do you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is? This thing with my eyes.
I can't pretend that I know, Matilda, but I don't believe you should be frightened of it. I'm sure it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room on your head for all the braids, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but, yes, something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh yeah, very. He's very proud. He's very, very, very proud. He's always saying, Matilda, I am very proud to have a daughter as... That's not true, Miss Honey. That's not what he says. He's not proud at all. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little freak.
I see. Well, here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes. Yes, I am. Very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't, actually, but I am even poorer than most because of, well, other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking and I came across this old shed. Oh, I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've been living here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was very young. Magnus was his name, and he was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you can hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She had written everything down. Every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans. She made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She even produced a document saying my father had given her his entire house.
But did he really do that? Magnus, I mean. Did he really just give her his house?
I don't know. But I find it hard to believe, just like I cannot believe he would have left me, which is what she said happened.
You think he did it mean, don't you, Miss Honey?
I cannot say, Matilda. All I know is years of being bullied by that woman made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
And that's why you live here.
This roof keeps me dry when the rain falls ashore. Helps to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Oh, yes. Yes, it was. You see, my mother gave it to him before she died. You see, she was
An acrobat.
Well, yes. Yes, she was. How did you? Well, like my father, he was
An escapologist.
Matilda, how do you know that?
So they were your parents.
What? Who? I don't...
The people in my story.
What story?
A story. I've been telling a story, and I thought I was making it up, but it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life.
You've seen my life?
She did him in. Let's go to the police.
What? No, Matilda, we can't. We have no evidence.
But you could just tell them she did it.
That wouldn't work, Matilda. It'd be my word against hers. They would never believe she was capable of murder.
But why? She was so cruel to you. She beat you. She shouted at you. She locked you up in tiny cupboards and threw you into cellars.
Matilda, stop, please.
Miss Honey, your aunt's a murderer. She killed Magnus. Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Miss Trunchbull!
In this world, children, there are two types of human being. The winners and the losers. I am a winner. I play by the rules and I win. But if I play by the rules and I do not win, then something is wrong. Something is not working. And when something is wrong, you have to put it right. Even if it screams. What are you looking at? This class is going to have a very, very special spelling test. Any child who gets one single answer wrong shall go to Choky. You spell, oh no, let me see. Spell Newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey told us she's very good at teaching.
Nonsense. Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be good at anything any moron can see that you. Stand up, turn around and spell the one thing you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G.
You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling the word.
These specks of dust cannot be this clever. They are worms.
I've taught them. That's all with kindness and patience and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom? You are not fit to be teaching, and I shall prove it to you. You spell Amchelicomanial septricolisthemosis.
What? But that's not even a word. You're just making it up.
Spell or go to Choky. And I should warn you, it has silent letters.
A-M-C-H-L-L-A.
Oh dear. Oh dearie, 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 dearie.
K.
I am so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to choking!
Cat! C-A-F. Cat. That's right, miss. You have to put me in chokey, too.
Hold.
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog and me.
Stop it right now, dude. Stop!
X-B-A-F-Y. And me.
Stop it right now!
You can't put us all in chokey. Banana. A-V-A-D-C-K-Y.
What are you doing?
Banana.
Stop it, no. All of you, stop. You'll have to put me in chokey too. You can't put us all in chokey, miss. Come now, maggots. Did you really think that I hadn't thought of that? A whole array of chokies. One for each and every one of you. And now that our little spelling test is over, I can tell you that each and every one of you has failed. You see, children, in this world, there are two types of human being. The winners and the losers. And I am a...
Look, the chalk! It's writing something!
What?
It's moving! It is writing something!
What the devil is this?
But it's not doing anything! Agatha! Agatha! This is Magnus!
Oh no.
Give my Jenny back her house!
Give me back now. No, you stop that. You're doing this. Stop. Stop. No.
Will get
days later, the acrobat and the escapologist's daughter received a letter from an unknown solicitor. And it had said that her parents' will had mysteriously turned up, and she was now the owner of the beautiful old house, which had up until that point belonged to her evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. But she moved in immediately. She was very happy, happier than she had been in her entire life.
As for Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again. The Chokies were immediately destroyed, and the new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey. And it's often said that it was the best school in all the land.
Do you know something else? Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. I thought perhaps it was because her mind was being challenged, but she said it was because she no longer had a need for her superpowers. But sometimes I would look at Matilda, this little girl who had done so much to help others, but who was stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names. And I would feel my blood boil, and I would wish that I could just do something.
So, this is the end. And I wish so much that I could tell you that the story has a happy ending. I wish so much that I could tell you that Matilda got the love she deserved. But perhaps the truth is, not all stories have happy endings.
Don't stand there, Goblin. We're off to Spain.
Spain? But why? Oh, because this idiot, this twin brain thought it'd be a good idea. There's 155 old bangers to the Russian Mafia!
Well, I didn't know they were the flippin' Russian Mafia, now did I? We're leaving and we're never coming back.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. If she would like to stay with me, that is. I would treat her with love and respect and care, and I'd pay for everything. Would you? Would you like that, Matilda?
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
What did you say? Did you call me? Oh, they'll be here any minute! Dad, you call me your... Oh, they're here, you idiot! I told you!
What do you think damaged my life, my beautiful life? You are the Roman's daughter? Where is your father? The Roman is a stupid man. And being stupid, you soon die was stupid too. That is a very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, but I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very, very stupid.
You know this? At least there's one clever one in the family. What is your name, little girl?
Matilda.
I like you, Matilda. You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is only, backwards. Backwards! Jer тоже покровец брататься отца. Да, прям такой помните, так мной девочку.
Спасибо. Мне тоже приятно познакомиться с вами.
Ты говоришь по-русски?
Это так хорошо, как вы меня учились. Это красивый язык. Я буду стараться изучать его дальше.
Oh, Matilda, what are you to speak Russian?
Well, I taught myself, I suppose. I was reading Dostoevsky, and I thought it would be better when the language was written.
Oh, I am Sergei. It is truly an honor to meet you, Matilda Wormwood. Matilda, your father has been stupid and rude to the both of us, yes? I can very easily have one of my friends teach him manners. And one day, when he leaves hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude, I think. I give this as a gift to you. What do you say?
Mr. Sergey, this is a very tempting offer. But he is my father, and I'm his daughter. I think I've had enough revenge.
This miracle, Matilda. More! Something no yes. Я хочу это можно сказали да. Matilda! Я сказал Matilda! Что ты замечаешь меня? Извините. Your father is a very, very stupid man. But he's also very, very lucky to have you as his daughter. Although, if I happen to be doing business here again and I see him, he will not be so lucky.
Well, what about the girl? Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And you want to look after her?
I do.
We are a bit short of room with the telly and all. So, yes.
Thank you.
And the single left into Miss Honey's arms. Oh, tight. And Miss Honey hugged her back.
And they hardly even noticed as the worm was.
And... Dahl